Welcome back. Be a Blessing Buffalo strives to provide gifts for families in need during the holiday season, but their efforts extend all year long. I'm joined now by the president of the organization, Kate. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so I just touched on it, but first of all, you have an event happening tonight. We'll get to that, but before we do, can you give us a little bit more information about Be a Blessing and everything that you do for our community?
Yeah, so Be a Blessing Buffalo started as Christmas Blessing, and then our friends over at Sweet Buffalo, Kim LaRusso, who is a giant advocate for the community, was like, you could do a lot more. It started an initiative to help women, men, and children who have endured homelessness, terminal illness, really just didn't have a way to get Christmas gifts. And it's in honor of my late father, who passed away at 49 years old, and he didn't like commercialized Christmas, so we adopted a family while he was alive, and then from there, a family of 6 has now turned into I think we're at 1,800 children and 700 men and women.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Okay, so when did this organization all get started?
In 2019, my father passed away that summer, and within 6 months, we pulled ourselves up from the bootstraps and knew that we had to turn our pain and grief into passion and give back to the community.
Okay, let's talk about the fundraiser happening tonight
Yes.
and what those details are.
Yeah, so Rec Room has opened their doors to live band karaoke. Very fun. So Be a Blessing is obviously a holiday nonprofit that has now turned into a yearly helping kids. Our first ever adopted family, Delante went to college, and we were able to raise funds to get stuff for his dorm, and he's playing football, and seeing kids that were able to flourish and be the next generation coming up. Carmela, a beautiful little girl that passed away that was recently hit by the car in Tonawanda, we were able to start a GoFundMe and raise money for her family to be able to, just try and do something through that grief. So I think what we've immobilized is this community initiative for Christmas and really transcended it to anyone that's in need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Do you want to talk about some of the things that the proceeds are going to go towards and how you're really able to make an impact on people and these families?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now, like tonight with Rec Room, we are having a donation, give what you can, $1, $10. We're hoping to raise $1,000 tonight. You're able to sing with a live band. There's a $5 cover charge, but any donation is going to go directly back to the community. So physically, we run on 100% donation. So if it comes in and there's a need, if there's a life-altering circumstance for a family, if someone reaches out to us and has a child that doesn't have any birthday gifts and they want to give them something, we kind of come in at any point.
How many people do you anticipate helping during this upcoming holiday season?
Oh, goodness. So we right now are looking at adopting a full women and children's homeless shelter, shut-in seniors, runaway teens, the local community. Our goal is 1,000, so it will be double what we have done. We currently have our sponsors, Fisher-Price is back, a bunch of larger ones, and hopefully some athletes are going to be joining us this year, so we're very excited.
Now, are you looking for any other sort of sponsors that can help with your efforts?
Absolutely. So, like I said, we are 100% donation based. So, word of mouth has been how we have continually gotten larger and bigger. So, every donation helps, every sponsorship, anything that we can do in order to continue to help the need outside of just Christmas is what we're looking to do. So, sponsorship, donations, events, any way that you'd like to partner with us, we would always like to be able to do.
Do you have any other more events planned throughout this year?
Yeah, so we're looking at hosting a golf tournament.
Nice.
That will be our first. We are going to have another type of karaoke. We're trying to do things also. My dad was a giant family man. He was a larger than life Italian man that just continued to always do wild and exciting things. So we're looking to do more family events too. Something that like carnival. But again, we're getting close to Christmas. We joke around. We're like, so we are in the countdown to Christmas now.
Yeah.
Every time the fall is here, it's basically Christmas. So
Yeah.
our Christmas initiatives are coming now. So we'll start having donation locations open up. So last year we had over 50 donation locations where you could drop off a new gift or a donation. So we will be accepting those soon, and just continuing to, as long as God opens the door, we're going to walk through it.
Kate, who helps you do all of this? This seems like a lot.
Yes, so we have a lot of high schools that donate their time back, their seniors. We have wonderful organizations, different, honestly, people from the community. They literally email us and they're like, can we drop off gifts? And we take every hand. We wrap all these gifts.
Yeah. So
last year, I think we had 3,500 gifts.
Wow.
Yeah, but we also want the mothers and the fathers to be able to, I can't imagine, having to humble myself to get those gifts, and we want them to be able to wrap them. We don't want them to be like, oh, I wonder what my kid got. We want them to wrap, so we give them the option to, like, hey, do you want to wrap your children's gifts? And watching a 7-year-old little boy tell us that, he doesn't want anything, he wants to give his mother something, like, that's the humbling thing. So I think really understanding that there's so many beautiful organizations in Buffalo, but when you're able to see what's happening in your backyard and you're able to even take your kids, we have so many kids that are so, generous, but they want to now give back their time, and they've seen their parents donate, and then they see things on the other side. And I think you have to take the time to understand what's going on in your neighborhood.
Kate, thank you so much for coming in, and more
Yeah.
importantly, thank you for what you're doing in our community and taking such a hard experience and turning that pain into purpose, and it's having a lasting effect. So
Well,
thank
you very much.
Viewers, if you would like more information on all of their events, you can connect with her on social media at Be a Blessing Buffalo, or send an email for donations and sponsorship information. Thanks again for coming in, Kate.
Thank you so
Good luck.
much.